I welcome the opportunity and I thank you for the opportunity to speak here this morning in relation to direct provision. I want to recognise the work done in the first instance by people like Dr Lucy Michael and also the work being done by the regional anti-racism groups, and I want to specifically refer to the group in my own constituency and indeed in Junior Minister O'Brien's constituency, Fingal Communities Against Racism, a small group of very dedicated individuals. I'm very proud to be a member, although I do wish I had more time, and Minister, I would encourage you, if you had the time, to also try to engage with FCAR and the wonderful work that they do in our area. When Fianna Fáil set up direct provision in 2000, they made very, very sure that it was a business type model, and what has grown up now is big business, essentially. That's what direct provision is. It is big business for catering companies, as was referred to. It's big business for those who would seek to tender for the business there. And there are people making an awful lot of money off of the misery, the abject misery that people are forced to the conditions that they are forced to live in. And I think, you know, we need to recognise that it's a business model. It's been in place for 21 years, and there are people who are profiting off the backs of the misery of the people who are consigned and confined to direct provision. And it would be funny if it wasn't so serious to listen to the government TDs talk about mandatory hotel quarantine as a deprivation of liberty, or indeed, you know, as some kind of horrific imposition. And I would love for them to just go to see exactly what direct provision is like, because they would be genuinely, absolutely horrified. So I want to just refer very briefly, and I want to put some items onto your agenda, if I could, Minister, please. I want to refer to the reception centre in Balseskin, which is in my own area. The reception centre is accessible, so persons who are there with disabilities can be facilitated. However, no account is taken of a person's disability when they are then transferred on from Balseskin. So we have had directly from residents reported to FCAR stories of people who have had to be lifted up the stairs, people who are wheelchair users who have to be lifted up the stairs by residents in DP. There's no dignity in that. That's just awful, do you know? And it's something that can be, you just need to match the person with the accommodation, however awful and atrocious and dehumanising the accommodation that your government is providing for them is, and it is, but at least make it accessible for people with disabilities. Try to match up. You know, we've had cases of spouses having to lift their spouse into a bath. That's just back-breaking. That shouldn't have to happen, because we know that the facilities are there. It is simply a question of matching people up with the right facilities, and that's something that can be done immediately. That's something that can be done in the very, very short to medium term. That doesn't require a white paper or waiting or debate or discussion. It can simply be done. IPAS is aware of this. They know what's going on. And Minister, I'm putting this on your agenda, and I'm asking that you would at least take account of that. There are big changes that have to happen, and that's going to take time. But that's something that could happen in the very, very short to medium term.